Well, usually when I go away for games, the offense seems to wake up. You go back to when I was in LA last season and the offense was terrible, right? Well, they all of a sudden hit in that series. You go to the Colorado series. They hit a ton there. I mean, it is the Rockies, so you kind of expect that. And even in Kansas City, they scored some runs. Today, my first game at Comerica Park, and as you can see, sunscreen wasn't a thing. You can see it up here, too. Woo-hoo-hoo. Just a doozy. The offense sucks. Now, it's nothing new. It's nothing we haven't talked about in, like, every single video. But for the love of God, going to an away park like I was today and seeing some of, if you've been on Blue Jay Center in the past, Steve, who used to do the Fan Take Fridays and stuff, we met up with him, and honestly, we shot the shit for, like, 2 innings and didn't even give a crap what was going on in the game because, you know what? We knew what was going to happen. There was a moment where I looked up at the TV 3 different times. All 3 times, I saw guys getting thrown out at first base, and I'm like, is this a replay, or what are we doing here? No, it was just 3 up, 3 down. And it was Bo, Vladdy, and George Springer. Like, fantastic stuff. You lose 2-1 to the Tigers today. A 2-run home run given up by Jose Barrios in the very first inning to Kerry Carpenter. Yeah, that's the difference maker today. David Schneider gets an RBI double in the top of the 7th inning, but that's all you get. And they had opportunities. Kevin Kiermaier gets a 1-out triple. Yeah, you can't bring him home. Schneider strikes out, and I believe Justin Turner, was it he strike out in the dirt? Or was that the bases loaded situation? I don't know. Turner had an awful game, right? He was 0 for 4 in the game. How many leave on base? 6. Tons of guys left on base for Justin Turner. He couldn't come through. And look, I mean, he had opportunities, right? I don't know if he came up with the bases loaded situation or did he? I can't remember who it was. But regardless, he came up after the Schneider double to make it a 2-1 game, and he had second and third. Couldn't get it done. And like I said, what else is new, right? With the loss, the Blue Jays now fall to 23 and 28 on the year. We won 4 or 5. Vibes were a little bit more immaculate at that time. No, we've lost 2 in a row now. And your offense scored 3 runs in 2 days. It's not good. It's not good enough at all. Dave Schneider 1 for 3 today with a walk, but did have a key strikeout in a big-time moment. Actually, 2 strikeouts in big-time moments. Vladdy 1 for 3. Sure, it was a nice line drive single to right, but it was first pitch erased by a ground ball double play off the bat of Bo Bichette, who was 0 for 4 in the game. George Springer, shocker, 0 for 4 in the game. Alejandro Kirk 1 for 4 with a single up the middle. IKF, yet again, one of his team's best hitters. I know, you heard me say it. He went 2 for 3 today with a run scored and a walk and a stolen base. He did his job. He's been fine for this Jays team. Ernie Clement, I mean, he's gotten to a point where he's just not very good. I know people like to talk about the good vibes and the laughs and the jokes, and him and David Schneider are best, but he's hitting 244 with a 266 OBP. It's no good. And going into play today, he had an OPS of 662 in the limited at-bats he's had, and with an 0 for today, it's going to be in the 630s probably. It's no good. Right? Kevin Kiermaier 1 for 3, had a triple, and it was the first hit of the ball game, but he couldn't do anything with it. 6 hits total for the Blue Jays. 6 hits today. 5 Ks, walked 3 times, and the one run that you did score in this game, again, the RBI double from Davis Schneider, the only reason you got that is because of a walk and then a fielding error. It's the only reason you had 2 base runners. You didn't put the ball in play. So, it's painful stuff. Jose Barrios went 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs allowed, 5 Ks, didn't walk anybody, and he picks up the loss. It's embarrassing. I know you guys are hearing that. That's this thing here. That's the air conditioning that I attempted to turn off, and it went off for a second. It's like, no, you can't turn that thing off, so here we are. But, Jordan Romano, because he needed work, goes out there for an inning, allows a hit, got a couple strikeouts, and nothing more. Whatever, man. Yeah, the tying run 90 feet away, right? Guy at third, 2 out. And I hate that I'm watching these games live or on TV, and I think, you got a guy at third with less than 2 out. How are they going to screw this up? There was a moment in the game, that might have been the bases loaded situation, where 2 on, nobody out. And I'm thinking, how are they going to screw this one up? And they did. I can't get excited for hits. It's Kiermaier, 1 out triple. Sure, it's good triple. I'm sitting there like, attaboy, but do I have confidence he's coming home? No. And it didn't happen. It's embarrassing, man. It really is. You know, and now at best you can get a split. And if you listen to the Blue Jay Center podcast, you know Rob and I said they had to go 10-3 in this 13-game stretch to be 2 games over 500. Well, you know, in order to do that now, you got to win every single game this series. You got to win tomorrow. You have to sweep the White Sox and sweep the Pirates. You know what that means? Very unlikely. 5 games under 500. I think you're 5 games under 500, right? 20 isn't 23 and 28? Yeah, 5 games under 500. It's not good enough. Actually, that's a total lie. They go perfect the rest of the way. Yeah, they'd be 2 games above. It's awful. Now, speaking of tomorrow's game, it's an 11:35 a.m. first pitch. Yeah, it's a weird one. We'll be checking out the hotel pretty early, and it's like, do I have breakfast at the ballpark? Like, how does this whole thing work? Do I have a beer at 9 and 8, like at 10:30 in the morning? I mean, maybe, probably. It's just weird, very odd. But Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball for the Blue Jays, and Casey Mize gets the ball for the Tigers in the finale as the Jays look to avoid losing the series, avoid losing 3 in a row, and look for a split. I don't know. That's all I got. All right. So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game because it stunk. Like being there live, like atmosphere cool. We were behind the Tigers dugout, so a lot less Jays fans today. But tomorrow, behind Jays dugouts, it's going to be a lot more fun, at least vibe-wise there. But hopefully a win to talk about. We'll see. So like I said, hit that like button, subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video. Thoughts on the game. What'd you like? In this case, Jose Barrios and Jordan Romano maybe. What'd you not like? And basically the entire offense is per usual. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. Obviously, we're going to get home from Detroit. Jays and Tigers. The finale of the series, 11:35 first pitch in Detroit at Comerica Park. Yusei Kikuchi, Casey Mize is the matchup there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game. Talk to you guys then.